Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we're going to do a very quick, hopefully very quick review of Asus GL702VM gaming laptop. I think it's like a mid-tier. It's like it's not an entry-level gaming laptop. I would say it is a decent gaming laptop in my opinion. So overall, on the side we've got a USB Type-C in here, USB 3.0, an HDMI, an Ethernet cable, and a headphone jack ports, and then again two more USB ports, a memory card reader, and a Kensington lock, obviously. Here on the back we've got the air vents, quite big in my opinion, but yeah, it does take a lot to cool this monster down. Aside in here we've got that's where it sucks the air and it vents the air in here as well, so I'll try and focus on the heat and everything later on in the review, but yeah, that's where you've got the vents and everything. So it is quite big, I'm not gonna lie. Asus says it's a lightweight portable device. I mean, I don't know how lightweight it is when you consider it weighs 2.7 kilos. That's nearly 3 kilos. So lightweight. iPad Air is lightweight, MacBook Air is lightweight, but yeah, it's hard to say that this one is lightweight. So yeah, that's the keyboard. It's an anti-ghosting keyboard, so obviously you can press up to 30 keys simultaneously. Hey, getting there. That's the touchpad. The keyboard is very nice in my opinion. It's hard to tell if it's way better than the SteelSeries keyboard on the MSI gaming laptops, but I absolutely love it. It's got a really nice red light that you can obviously adjust if you want to. So yeah, let's power on the monster. Let's plug in the AC adapter and let's see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, so this one has you've got an option of i5 or i7. Well, I've decided to go with the i5 because it's a purely gaming laptop. I'm not doing any rendering or anything like that on it, and I've just saved like 150 quid. To be honest, there is no significant difference between i5 and i7. Again, gaming wise, I don't think there is a single game that would benefit from hyper-threading on the i7, so you might just save yourself some money by going with the i5. It has a GeForce 1060, 6 GB of VRAM, 8 GB of internal RAM, DDR4. Let me just turn my mouse on. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I'm going to show you the specs. Yeah, obviously. So this is how it looks like. So that's the GPU to you. 1060. I mean, to be honest, if you like read the reviews or anything like that, they call it a desktop class GPU, so there's like a 5-6% drop in performance as opposed to 1060 as a GPS as a desktop 1060. So that's pretty well. Then we've got the always obviously. You can't see the screen because obviously I'm recording with a video camera. You can't see the screen quality, but in my opinion it's the best screen I've ever seen on any device, and that's including phones. I'll focus on the screen in a second. Obviously it's a 17.3 inch, but yeah, that's the i5. Obviously it's a quad core not dual core, yeah, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Weirdly enough, it says that the graphics card has only 4 gigabytes of VRAM, but that's not true, that's not the case. GPU Z and the actual spec of the device does say that it is 6, and it is 6. Then we've got the Asus ROG Gaming Center, when again it shows everything in detail. So I've got 2 hard drives in here. One is 128 gigabytes SSD, and the other one is 1 terabyte HDD, 7200 RPM. So to be honest, I think that's one config. The second config you can buy it with is with 256 gigabytes. Oops, sorry. Of the SSD, and again 1 terabyte. Now in here you can choose the screen display quality, so you've got normal, eye care. So if you're, on the iPhone, the latest iOS of the iOS 10, I believe, you've got this night mode, so it's quite a similar thing. So you turn eye care on and it gives you more like green, it reduces the blue color and everything, so you get less eye strain. And then you've got the vivid mode, which I personally don't like because it's oversaturated. It's like having a looking at the Samsung panels mounted on the S7, S6 and so on. So they are kind of oversaturated. I just keep everything to normal. Then you've got the ROG Audio Wizard. I keep it on the War Room. I think it's the best balance between bass and the overall sound quality. You can do soundscape, which is in my opinion slightly better for watching movies, but yeah, this is how it looks with the Audio Wizard. I'll run some 3D Marks. I'll show you some 3D Marks results in a sec. The laptop is obviously VR ready, which means that it supports Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and so on. And to be honest, I've tried and tested. I don't have it with me now, but it does work a treat. So I wouldn't mind buying one. So these are the games I've got installed at the minute, mainly Steam and Origin games. I will show you in a second how they perform and so on, how they perform on this laptop. To be honest, it's hard to find a game that won't run on ultra or at least high settings. The only game that's actually struggling on this laptop is, surprise, surprise, World of Warcraft. Yeah, it's a, what is it, 12-year-old game, and yeah, it's, I don't know if it's that CPU heavy or something, but it does kind of underperform in my opinion. So as you can see, that's an interesting one. So there is a lot of conversation going on about the CPU and GPU temperature. So now, as you can see, it's idling and it's 57 degrees and CPU is 48. Now, before that, I had both on around 50. What I did is that I've changed physics to a GPU, so it doesn't overload the CPU, and I've also changed the overall 3D performance in NVIDIA control panel over to maximum performance. So yeah, as you can see, you've got 3D display, and yeah, power management mode, optimal power, adaptive, prefer maximum performance. So yeah, I constantly keep it plugged in, and to be honest, on the battery you get around 2 hours, 2.5 at the most. So it's not, I wouldn't call it portable, and I wouldn't have like high hopes in regards to the battery performance, especially that Asus has disabled the integrated Intel HD card. I think it's 530. Yeah, so you can't turn it on. It's I don't know if it's physically like removed or whatsoever, but you can't turn the Intel on. So it's constantly running on the 1060. So the desktop and everything runs on the 1060. Potentially that's why the temperatures are like nearly 60 degrees in idle. However, bear in mind that when you do game, you get up to 70 degrees, so it's not like you're getting 80, 85 or 90 degrees or whatsoever. And again, I'm saying I'm playing in Ultra mainly, and that's like Project Cars or The Division, which I will show you in a sec, and so on. So yeah, I would say it's decent. More on that in a sec. Obviously the panel itself supports G-Sync, which kind of smooths the gameplay. Even if you don't get like 60 frames per second in a certain game or whatsoever, it still feels smooth. I would say, especially in a hog as Forza Horizon 3, which I've got installed in here as well. I play it in high, and it does help a lot as well. So let's have a look. So yeah, gaming wise, let's have a go. It's gonna take a second. I don't have a controller, so potentially it won't look that good in regards to me playing the game. However, I'll try and do my best. Okay. Yeah, so it's loading up nicely, yeah, into Festival. So I'm going to show you the graphics settings first. Yeah. Okay, so, oh my god, really? Yep, never mind. No, close map. Settings, video. So I'm playing on high, and I've got the FPS counter on, VSync and everything. To be honest, it's on. To be honest, I'm not playing on ultra because on ultra it dips. I mean, it's between 40 and like 60. Where on high, to be honest, can't really see much difference. Where on high, it actually looks way better. Oh yeah, definitely not a keyboard player. Yeah. So at the beginning, when the game loads for the first time, it might dip a couple of times or stutter. It's only because it's loading stuff. So actually, let's listen to. Yeah. As you can see, there's no difference between playing outside and inside, as in like interior and everything. So. Yeah, so that's for the Horizon. Then we've got Project Cars. This will be even worse on a keyboard, but yeah, at least you can see how it looks like and everything. Okay, at some point it will start loading. Yep, thank you. Okay, so let's go. So I've got rain and everything else on. This is not. Yeah. for Speed. I mean, everyone can run Need for Speed. Maybe The Division? Yeah, sounds about right. Again, I'm gonna pause the video in a sec until it loads. Okay, so here we are. Settings wise, as always, video, graphics. So, boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. I don't even know if we can make it high. Hate depth of field, so not gonna lie. Yay, happy days. Yeah, alright. Okay, and here we go. So, boom, boom, boom. Anyone? Anything? Nope, that's a civilian. But you can see, I mean, obviously the Ubisoft games don't have an FPS counter and... Oh, okay, yeah, that was kinda... Oh, God, seriously. Lame, but... Okay, so can't see any enemies. A minute, not gonna shoot civilians. Oh, hello. Yeah, so give me a new cap. Give me a new cap. Oh, a gun. Oh my God. I might actually play Lotto tonight. I didn't get a piece of clothing. I've got a gun, an actual gun. This is absolutely unreal. Okay, so maybe. Yeah. Nothing apart from this, obviously. Yeah, nope. I mean, seriously, no one. You see, when I play this game on my own, every single corner, every single time I get attacked by everyone, while now everything is safe. Awkward. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, the gameplay, the actual frame rate and everything is these. The game is it's running well, can't complain. To be honest, apart from, like I said before, Ashes of Singularity, it's very hard to find a game that would struggle on this laptop, which is a good indication. Obviously, these are mainly games from 2016, we are now in 2017, but to be honest, apart from a couple of indie titles, I couldn't find anything decent enough from 2017 to play it. Obviously, it's my very own laptop and every single game I buy, so it's not like I can buy every single game. However, however, yeah, it's like I said, as you can see yourself, it works pretty well. So yeah, let's have a look at the benchmarks now. So I'm gonna run. Oh, yay! Happy days. Oops, nope, these are mine actually. Oh, sorry. So wait. Whoopsie. Are they actually? Oh, maybe. Yeah, they are. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm gonna die. Okay, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, so that's the so after Forza Horizon and after Forza Horizon, Project Cars and The Division, let's have a look at the temperatures. Yeah, so like I said, it's around 65 and 70 degrees while you're gaming. It's not very uncomfortable or anything like that while you've got the laptop on your lap. However, it is still 70 degrees, so prolonged gaming periods when you do game a lot, it might feel uncomfortable after a while. So I'm not gonna say, oh yes, the whole system is brilliant in regards to, like, you know, okay, alright, let's run a fresh benchmark then. Let's start with the skydiver. Obviously I'm not going to run the whole benchmark. I mean, I am going to run the whole benchmark but not record it on a video, purely because my quick peek at the Asus Rog would take 3 hours instead of hopefully 10-15 minutes. So yeah, I'll show you the result once it. Now, one might ask, why are you recording everything with a camera instead of a shadow play, for example, especially in gaming? Now, the issue I've got with shadow play, I actually despise shadow play. When it works well, but most of the time it doesn't work well. So, for example, I can record a video game that has a solid 75 frames per second, I mean 60, 75. And then in shadow play it will be recorded as this, but the video itself will stutter a couple of times. The second thing is that the videos themselves are absolutely horrendous in regards to size. So they are 1080p videos, like the screen and everything, but it's really painful. So like a 2 or 3 minute gameplay would be at least 2 gigabytes, and obviously I don't want to spend so much time uploading that to YouTube. So I'm using this, but like I said, mainly it's because of the performance issues with shadow play. I also had some issues with when you start recording and it doesn't record anything, Alt F9, or when you start recording and then you want to watch the video and then you realize that actually it's just a black screen. So yeah, it's kind of awkward. So yeah, we've got the result. So the graphics score 34,000, physics 6345, and combined score. Again, it's a valid score as well, obviously, because to be honest, a couple of times I had an issue where I've downloaded the latest GeForce driver and it said invalid score because you've got the latest GeForce driver, or like unsigned or something like that. But yeah, let's compare the results on mine. And nope. So again, it's like I said, it is a medical, I would say, a gaming laptop or whatever, because obviously with an i7 and GTX 980 you get a higher score and everything. But in my opinion, as you've seen before, it still runs every single game as it should, so fine by me. I am going to run a Fire Strike and a Ice Storm. No, wait. Was it Ice Storm? No, it was Fire Strike and Time Spy, which are very demanding, and I don't expect more than like a 3K or 4,000 points. But still, yeah, it's for high performance gaming PCs, and that's a DirectX 12 benchmark. So yeah, please, let's have a look at the results when we're gonna load. So yeah.